Hey, what's up, guys? Yu-Gi-Oh! God 1000 here, bringing you a Tidal Mermails deck profile. This deck is really good with the addition of Tidal, Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls, and it is a rank 7 toolbox deck, pretty much, revolving around Abyss Gaius, number 11 Big Eye, and Mecha Fan of Beast Draco Sack. The whole point of this deck revolves around banishing water monsters from your grave to special summon Tidal, alongside with the Megalos and the TS, and the lead to go into your rank 7s. Without further ado, let's get into the profile. First, we have obviously three Tidal Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls. This is the main card of the deck. This is what makes it so powerful in the rank 7 engine. Really easy to summon. And you can also use this effect to discard himself and one other water monster to send a water monster to the grave. So usually you discard Tidal and the Dragoons to send a lead, and then you get a search, right? Or you could discard Tidal and Gund, discarding the lead, then Gun's effect goes off, and then you can special summon lead. So it's a free special summon if you do it that way. So it's really handy. Then we run one stream Dragon Ruler of Droplets. This is just the one-off Dragon Ruler to special summon the Tidal, and it also gets our searches off with Dragoons and etc. So it just speeds up the deck even more. Next we play two Mermail Abyss Pike. This card's really good. When normal summoned or special summoned, you discard a water monster to add level 3 water monster from your deck to your hand. So usually you either discard heavy infantry, marksman, Gund, or dragoons, and then you get a search off Pike, and then either a search dragoons, or you get to destroy a card with these two, or you get a free special summon with Gund. Choose the right amount, considering we're playing 3 Abyss tiers, so don't want to clog too much, so 2 is the perfect amount. Then next, obviously we're running 3 Atlantean Dragoons, probably the best searcher of the deck. When it's sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster's effect, you can add a Sea Serpent type monster from your deck to your hand. Must run at 3, I wouldn't recommend anything but 3. Next we play 2 Deep Sea Diva. So we run this at 2 because we're not relying on the synchro plays. They're there to help out, as we all know, with Catasta, Armorium, and Gachi, but not really relying on them, and it's a Sea Serpent to add with Dragoons. Next we have 2 Heavy Infantry, which is normal. When it's discarded, you can destroy one face-up card, and you get an additional normal summon when he's face-off on the field. So that's really handy. Only 2 of him. Then next we run 3 Atlantean Marksmen. This is definitely the card to run at 3 out of these two, because it destroys set cards, and also when it inflicts battle damage, you can special summon preferably Dragoons for another 18 direct. And also it goes into Catasta with Deep Sea Diva, and you can also go into Black Rose with Deep Sea Diva, Heavy Infantry, and Marksman. Mustn't run at him at 3. Next you run 3 Mermail Abyss Lind. This card is amazing. If you can set it first turn and maybe set an Abyss Sphere, you have a second turn Big Eye, Draco Sack, or Abyss Gaius. So very handy. Combo's excellent with Abyss Sphere, as we all know how the loop works, and wouldn't recommend running anything but 3 Lins. Next you run 2 Mermail Abyss Gund. This card is really good. It's a free special summon when discarded. So it's another way to go into rank 7s, which is excellent. Running that at 2, we don't want it to clog with 3. Plus, we can add it to our hand with Abyss Pike. So I only run 2 of them. Next, we run 3 of the Mermail Abyss tiers, the level 7. That you need to discard 1 water monster to the grave and to special summon this card. And when you do, you can add 1 level 4 or lower Mermail monster from your deck to your hand. So this is the other big searcher. And because you only have to discard 1 with this, it's excellent to go into rank 7s. Definitely running 3 of this. Next we have 3 Mermail Abyss Megalo. Now this is the most iconic card of the deck. Everyone knows how good this card is. And running it at 3 just reinforces the rank 7 builds. You can special summon it with Abyss Sphere, Gund, Lind, or you can just discard 2 to special summoning, which happens more often than not. And when you do, you can add an Abyss Sphere. So it sets up those really good plays, and it helps the OTK, considering you can activate his effect to attack twice. So it's really good at 3. And then we play 1 Abyss Lead, because it's our beater that we'll get out with Lind first up to get him out of the way. I hardly ever discard him unless I'm in a serious situation. But if you had him out and discarded 3 Dragoons, you'd probably win the game. Okay, because that's broken. That's it for the water monsters, and then we run 2 Effect Veiler because it's really good this format. It stops Big Eye, Draco Sack, anything really that you don't want to go off that turn. It just stalls them for a turn, which is really handy when you're in tight situations. So that's 30 monsters, 28 water monsters, so Tidal has a lot of targets. And then we onto the spells. We run 1 Salvage, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, and then Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn. So pretty basic spell lineup. The Salvage is good to add back Diva, or the either Marksman or the Heavy Infantry. But apart from that, they're basically mainly the ones you're going to add back. So I reckon 1 Teched in Salvage is really good. The MST speaks for itself, so just occasionally want to get rid of back row when you don't have a Marksman. And then the Trinity of Staples. Onto the traps, we run 3 Abyss Sphere. Definitely recommend running 3. It'd be crazy to run only 2, especially in this variant. It's free special summon, usually go into a Lind, which then goes into your big beaters that will stay forever. And also you can use its effect to special summon another one to go into a rank 7 release. Definitely run 3. Then we run 1 Breakthrough Skill just as a really good teched in card to stop effects, again comboed with Effect Veiler, to really slow down our opponent. And the 1 Solemn Warning, and that rounds it up for the main deck. Onto the extra deck, we run an Armory Arm, Catastor, Black Rose, Crimson Blader. Right, they're the only synchros, and they're probably the best synchros that you could choose for the job. Onto the XYZs, Gachi Gantisu, Mermail Abyss Trite to combo with Behemoth Shark. We run Tempo the Percussion Djinn, Wind Up Zen Mains, and for our only rank 4, Behemoth Shark, which is amazing. Don't really get it out very often, but when I do, it puts up an impenetrable wall of Abyss Trite, and it's really handy. Then onto the main part of the extra deck, 2 Abyss Gyos, shuts down lots of decks. Getting this card out is amazing, and it can just literally lock down your opponent. Next you run 2 number 11 Big Eyes. This card is also amazing, broken as hell. We already know how you can steal your opponent's monster, and pretty much with no cost apart from detaching. So really broken, and it can help us get out of them really bad situations. And then last but not least, 2 Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sacks. This card is going to be our first turn rank 7 because it protects itself with the 2 tokens, and then next turn we can just pop a card and then use its effect again. So first turn Draco Sack is amazing, as well as maybe a Solemn Warning back row, and then you're set up to win the game from there. So 40 cards from the main deck, as always. So I don't recommend running any more than 40 unless you're in a mill deck or as such. But that's it for the Tidal Mermail deck profile. Really powerful and competitive. Really can beat pretty much every deck. The hardest matchup is obviously Evil Swarms, but that's why we have Breakthrough Skill. And you can also side as many another 2 Breakthrough Skills if you like. So along those lines, it doesn't really matter. It's player preference for the 2 remaining traps, Breakthrough Skill and Solemn. But apart from that, recommend running the deck how it is. Or if you find any techs that you like, then for sure you can put them in. That's about it for today, guys. My deck profile on Tidal Mermails, really competitive, really powerful, and considering Megalo has come down in price, it is not all that expensive, apart from maybe the Big Eyes or Draco Sacks. But apart from that, it's a really realistic deck that you duelists can make for yourself. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm up to 70 subscribers as I've done this video, and just keep up the good work. Comment, rate, subscribe. Bye for now.